Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and today we're going to make a giant pumpkin door hanger. So I got this large pumpkin from Hobby Lobby. I believe it was last year. It's just a giant unfinished plain pumpkin. And those should be coming out soon with all the fall stuff at Hobby Lobby. You could also do this on a smaller scale with a smaller pumpkin. I got this thankful sign at Dollar Tree last year. Those also should be coming out soon. This giant sunflower is also from Dollar Tree. It's like a clip-on flower. Some fall floral from Dollar Tree also. I got some leaves and some miniature sunflowers. And this flannel that I used to wear, it's super fall colors. It's super cute, but it had a hole in it. So I'm going to actually turn it into something else and use it on this project. And some antique white paint, some twine, and you'll need a glue gun and some Mod Podge. So the first thing I'm going to do is just pick out where I want my flannel to sit on the pumpkin. You can do this with just any fabric if you wanted to, but why not reuse something that I already had and I was going to throw away anyway. So I just laid it out to see about where I wanted it, and then I'm just going to cover the whole pumpkin in a good thick layer of Mod Podge. And once I have a nice thick layer of the Mod Podge on, I'm going to lay my flannel on, or my fabric, and I'm just going to smooth it out with my hands. And then I'm going to take my scissors and cut off most of the excess around the edges. Once I have a lot of the excess cut off of the edges, I'm just going to smooth it out some more with my hands. And then I'm going to add a nice thick layer of Mod Podge right over the top of the flannel on the pumpkin. And I'm going to set that aside to dry. And now we're going to paint our thankful sign. Now, I've used about 5 or 6 different colors. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to match the flannel the best. I decided that it was the antique white. And you'll see on the back how many different colors I used. I just wanted to see which one was going to pop more, and the antique white was definitely the one that won on this one. So you're going to paint the whole thankful sign with the antique white, and then you can just set it aside and let it dry. So once the thankful sign's all dry, this is what it looks like. And now our Mod Podge on our pumpkin is also dry. And I'm just going to take my scissors and trim off all of the excess around the edges of the pumpkin as close as I can get to the wood. You can also use a piece of sandpaper, but I felt like I didn't want the edges of my fabric to be frayed. So I just used my scissors and cut as absolutely close as I could to the edge of the pumpkin. And it worked out pretty well, actually. Once I had it all trimmed up, I'm going to take my twine and I'm going to wrap the whole pumpkin stem in the twine. I even wrapped some of the hanger that's already on there into the twine so the hanger's just sticking straight up. And there it is, all finished with the twine. Next, I'm going to take my fall florals and I'm just going to trim them down to a reasonable size and cut off the excess stems that I don't need. Now that I have them all trimmed, I'm going to start hot gluing them to the top of the pumpkin right below the stem. And we're going to use a lot of hot glue for this. There's probably a better way to attach them, but hot glue is the way I'm going to go about this. So I'm just kind of deciding where I want the placement of them and how long I need them to be. Then I'm just going to start adding copious amounts of hot glue and sticking my stems in right in the glue. And I put on a finger protector so that I can press the florals down into the glue without burning my hands. So I did the leaves on the bottom, and then I added some of the miniature sunflower picks to each side. And you want to make sure that you leave the center piece open so that we can add our giant sunflower that we got from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to pull off the clip, and I trimmed off the little piece that sticks out so that it would sit flush against the pumpkin. And then I'm just going to add a bunch of hot glue to that and glue that right in the center, in between all of the florals that we put in. And look how adorable that is. I absolutely love it. And I love that flannel. It just screams fall. And I sort of made it so all the leaves and the flowers all pulled different colors out of the flannel. And now I'm going to just take a paintbrush and just wipe away all of the glue gun strings and anything that may have gotten on the pumpkin so that I can glue my thankful sign right onto the front of the pumpkin. And that is it. That is the finished project for this. I think it came out absolutely adorable. I love the fact that I could reuse a flannel that I really liked in a whole different way. And this pumpkin is really good sized. I don't know if you've seen them at Hobby Lobby, but they are really big. So this would make an awesome door hanger for your front door. And I just absolutely love the colors of fall anyway. Fall is by far my favorite season. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope it inspires you to make one. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to spread the chaos. And don't forget to sign up for our texting notifications so you don't ever miss a DIY.